Welcome to Fridays with Friends. This is Brant coming at you with none other than Tonya Price and Pescaras.
Hey guys, how is everybody out there?
Now you're making news here. You're making history actually with these cool shows. People are watching. Thousands of people are watching. You're getting recognized from these little cooking shows you're doing, and I'm having a lot of fun watching all that happen. But you know what? We're going to kick off this first show with your first video. And what's it about?
Chicken Parmesan, one of my favorite things. The best thing you'll ever put in your mouth.
Oh man, it's my favorite. Well, take a look at this.
Hey everybody, I'm Tonya Price. Welcome to Pescaras. We're going to talk about some chicken parmesan today.
Hey guys, it's Tonya up in the kitchen at Pescaras. We are going to prep and make some chicken parmesan. Actually, we're going to go over here and we're going to take some marinara on the bottom because obviously we don't want it to stick to this pan. We're gonna put our chicken in there, which is amazing. We're gonna do some cheese. We're gonna go back and get a little bit more marinara because you can never have too much. Top it off. We're gonna go back and do some more cheese because, you know, cheese is life. And this chicken parmesan is absolutely phenomenal. So once we have it in our skillet, we're gonna go over here to this hot oven. Open it up. We're gonna set it right in here. We're gonna let it bake a little bit so that cheese gets all bubbly and amazing. Now, we're gonna go get us some noodles. We're gonna take our spaghetti and get it ready because that's what we're gonna put on top of the Parmesan. So we're gonna get it over here in this hot water. Get it good and ready. We're gonna pick out a plate. Let's do a checkered plate. So, come back, we're gonna get our pasta. We're gonna do spaghetti. You can do bow tie, linguine, whatever you want, but we're gonna do spaghetti today because that's what sounds amazing. So we're gonna go back over here, gonna get our spaghetti ready. Perfect, right in the middle. And we got our chicken parmesan down here. That's getting nice and bubbly. We're almost to the point of bringing it out. We're gonna plate it up on that spaghetti and serve it up to you hot and fresh. All right guys, we're ready to check out this chicken parmesan that we have in the oven that we just put in a few minutes ago. Now we have let that cheese melt to perfection. Our mozzarella is a-bubbling and so good. Isn't that not look amazing? So then we're just gonna take it and we're just gonna slide it right off on the top of that. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? And that sizzle you got right there. Absolute perfection. That's how you do a chicken parmesan at Pescaras.
Oh yeah!
So you can also try one of our other amazing dishes that we have here at Pescaras that we saute fresh every single time you order it. You can look us up on Facebook, pescaras.com. You can call the restaurant. I'd be happy to go over the menu with you. You can come by and see us. There's so many amazing things. You will not be disappointed. We can't wait for you guys to come in and see us. Be sure to ask for me when you're here.
Hey, that was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun. Like I love doing these videos. I love interacting. It's a lot of fun. Bringing the community in, teaching them how to do some fun stuff. Not only that, you get to eat a good meal.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
That's what it's all about.
Well, you know what, Tonya, when I saw you promoting these other restaurants during COVID, I thought, man, that's someone that I would love to do a spot with. And little did I know that you'd be a natural. I mean, you eat up the camera, people love you, and you got quite a personality.
I mean, I'm kind of fun every now and then, but you need to tell my employees how fun I am.
Well, you know, I told you people would recognize you, and that's been happening, hasn't it?
It has been happening. You know, it's so exciting. It's just so fun just to be interactive with the community and just get them involved in something fun. Get away from the negativity. Yeah. I mean, I'm all about fun and energy. So. Well,
you are. You got a lot of energy. You know, it's just nice when it's natural, and you know, you got a heart for the community. You're a real person. You love people, and it shows the way you interact with people. You know, what were you thinking when we first started doing that?
You know, honestly, I really didn't have a clue. I thought, I am just going to do something fun and energetic. And I said, what are we doing? And you said, do it. And I just kind of did it. And so here we are. I mean, making chicken parmesan. We're sending it out. People are seeing it. We're involving the community. Yeah. I mean, I'm super excited. I mean, this is such a journey with you. It's been awesome. And I just can't wait to do more fun stuff and just get the community involved and let them have a positive feel.
I'm impressed, and I'm having a great time, Tonya. And you know, we've done a lot of these now. And this next one we're going to watch, you're actually doing even more of a cooking show, a little longer, and you're doing the Italian special. Tell us about that.
Yes, that's one of my favorites. Plus, I get to shake it up and make a little fire, so that's always fun and exciting in the kitchen. We get to create
Shake it up.
So, I mean, it's one of our most popular dishes. People love it. So it's the penne with the blended cheeses, grilled chicken, artichokes, tomatoes, mushrooms, spinach. Oh, it's so good. It's just one of my absolute favorites. Plus, you can add shrimp to it.
Right.
Some tilapia.
Oh,
it's so good. And it's just one of those dishes that people just love to come here and get. So I love making it.
I love it, and you're going to love it. Check this out.
Hey everybody, it's Tonya Price at Pesquera's. We're checking in because we're gonna do some food stuff today. So today I'm gonna do an Italian special, one of the Amarillo Town favorites. So that's what we're gonna do today. And then we're also gonna talk about my friend Pam, because we are gonna invite her for next week, and I am gonna cook up a dish that she kind of created herself. So we're gonna throw that together. But right now we're gonna head on back to the kitchen and let's make some magic. Hey guys, all right, so in this Italian special that we're gonna make today, we're gonna start off and we're gonna put our chicken on the grill. So we marinate it with some lemon pepper, a couple extra things that, I can't quite give away all the amazing secrets, but so we're gonna put this little bad boy on the grill, let him start cooking up, then we're gonna come over here and I'm gonna saute up some special stuff. So we're gonna get a little butter on our grill, it's good and hot, have our little sizzle there. We're gonna come back over here, get our chicken going. Woo, looky there. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna come over here and change my little gloves out. We got our ingredients for our Italian special. So our Italian special has spinach, artichokes, tomatoes, garlic, and lots and lots and lots of cheese. Cause what? Cheese is life. We're gonna get our little fire going. There you go, all right. So we get our butter. We're gonna put our butter in our pan. So we're gonna get our butter. I think that's probably enough right there. Then we're gonna add our garlic. So we have our garlic and our butter. And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna let that melt down for a little bit. Then we're gonna add all of our vegetables. So we'll let that saute up just a little bit. So this dish has the penne pasta, but doesn't have to be penne. We can do bow tie if you want bow tie, because you get what you want at Pesquera's. So we're gonna do a little fire, get that going really good. So and this dish doesn't have an actual just sauce in it. It's lots of seasonings, lots of vegetables. So we're gonna drop our seasoning off in there. We're gonna drop our artichokes. Yum! Who doesn't love artichokes? We're gonna drop our tomatoes. And we're gonna do all of our spinach. Lots of spinach. Because spinach is healthy, right? So, here we go. We're just gonna saute it up a little bit. Stir it around a second. Get those vegetables all mixed in there and that garlic and butter. All right, and then our mushrooms, we gotta put our mushrooms in there. So let's do all of those. Yes, there we go. Yum, doesn't that already look delicious? Woo! So we're gonna toss that around here for just a second. And while that's working its way, we're gonna get us some penne pasta. We're gonna leave that going for a second. We're gonna swoop on over here. Let's get us some penne. Oh, there's a bonus. We have a spaghetti noodle. Where'd you come from, little guy? All right, so we have our penne. So we just bring it over here and just dip it down in that hot water. Gonna give this a little fire there. Because, we like it hot at Pesquera's. All right. So now we're just gonna bring that out, get that water off of there. Let that mix up in there. Put our little basket back. Yum, yum. Looky there. So we're gonna toss this around for just a second. Get that all mixed up. All right, so now we're gonna turn this off for just a second. We're gonna go check on our chicken over here. go down here. We're gonna give this chicken a little flip over. Make sure he's still good and going. There you go, looky there. All right. So here we go with our Parmesan cheese, yum. And of course, here's my favorite, because everybody knows that's following us on these videos that we love some mozzarella. So there we go with that. So we're gonna put that back over there. I'm gonna get a little scoop. We're gonna give it just a little bit of water there. Now we're just gonna toss it, let this cheese melt in here. And when you do this, you can more artichokes, less artichokes, more mushrooms, more spinach, whatever your preference is. See how that just melts up in there? Yum, yum, yum. So once this is all mixed up and melted good, we're gonna go get our chicken and cut it up. We're gonna plate this bad boy up, and we're gonna have an Italian special. All right, guys, we're about ready to get us a plate and put this bad boy on a plate. So we have him over here, and we're gonna bring this bad boy over because all of our cheese is good and melted. So we're just gonna let that slide right out of the pan. Oh, looky there. You hear that sizzle? Good. Have that plated up. So we're gonna come over here to the grill and check our chicken out. We're gonna go ahead and give him a little cut right here. And make sure he's grilled up to perfection. Looky there. Who doesn't love some amazing grilled chicken? All right, so we're gonna get him all ready. Looky there. So we're gonna bring this little guy over here. Slide him right on off. And there you have an Italian special from Pescara's Italian Restaurant in Amarillo. One of your favorites. No, actually, pretty much your favorite. All right, guys, you can even add some fresh jalapenos with this and make it extra hot and spicy, just like we like it, because you know everything's hot and fresh at Pescara's. So, Tonya Price, Pescara's Italian Restaurant. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, our website, pescaras.com, and next week I'll be back with something even more delicious. Thanks, guys.
Oh man, I'm hungry already.
You know what? I stay hungry, and those breadsticks, let me tell you, I have to, quality check. I tell myself every day I'm not going to have one, but what do I do? Somebody's got to make sure there's quality control, right?
Speaking of quality control, you know, your sauce is unbelievable, and I heard that you make that twice a week.
Yes, so this huge, massive pot that I cannot even think about lifting myself, full of marinara. We make it fresh, just like everything else at Pescara's.
Yeah.
So it's not like we have stuff just sitting around and frozen or anything like that. We take pride in it being fresh, and it's so good.
Oh man, well, Pescara's really is my favorite place. When I first came here to Amarillo, because I'm not from Amarillo, from here now, but we came to Pescara's and had the food. I mean, the place is incredible, perfect vibe. The food is it really is my favorite. Your pizza is my favorite pizza in town.
I do like our
That
pizza
was before
too.
I had the other stuff too, you know. I love what you're doing for people that help people. And you were just recently at Faith City Mission with Jenna Taylor. Everyone loves Jenna.
Yeah.
And what did you do there?
I just wanted to go down and bless them, bless their team, because they're the ones out
Right.
going to the community. They need donations, and they're doing such great work with all of these people. So I just took them some gift cards for every one of her staff to be able to come in and get some dinner and just relax and enjoy, and just know that they're appreciated too, because they're doing the hard work.
It takes people like Tonya and people like you to bring people together during times like this. You know, you're stronger when you stand together. And we haven't even talked about what you've done for the law enforcement. We'll talk about that on the next show.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait to bring positivity to Amarillo
Yeah.
and somebody to, they're just going to see such fun stuff. I mean, we're going to bring some positive energy.
I know.
We don't need
Can you
anything
feel the
negative.
vibe? Can you feel the positive energy?
Feel us, everybody.
Thank you, Tonya Price. We'll see you next time with Fridays with Friends. Hey, we're in the studio right now talking again to the legendary John Schlitt. In my opinion, the best vocalist in rock history. with one of the most popular anthems in secular rock that is called Never Been Any Reason, or Save My Life, I'm Going Down from the Last Time, with the band Head East. But he went on to do incredible things with the band Petra, so many great hits, Beyond Belief, you name it, so many favorites, and he's still going strong. In some ways, just getting started. His solo albums are fantastic. His newest solo album is Go, and you're going to love it. Welcome back, and welcome to Fridays with Friends, John Schlitt.
Hey, Brant, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. So good to see your face again.
Well, same here. Same here. It's good to see your face.
Well, everyone loved you in the chat.
Fire Warrior, or whatever that is in Indian.
It's Fire Eagle. That's my Native American name.
Fire Eagle.
Fire Eagle.
Fire
Yeah.
Warrior.
Well, I was telling John before we started recording that a dear friend, Dr. Nigel Big Pond, who spoke in Washington, D.C. This last week, he gave me the Native American name that I asked for a Native name. I have a little bit of Cherokee, and he looked at me and he said, Big Head. And so I got to live with Big Head for 4 years, and John's reminding us of that. And so anyway, 4 years later, I said, well, Big Pond, Brant means firebrand and proud one, which that didn't work out too good. And he said, how about Fire Eagle? Will you call me something cool like Fire Eagle? He said, so be it. And I was like, yes, I'm not Big Head anymore. I'm Fire Eagle. So anyway, that's what John's talking about. Well, John, you've been on the chat with Dave Lovejoy and the gang, and they loved you. I loved you, man. It's so good to talk to you again today. And just listen to your song, Go, from your new album, Go. And I love it. Tell me about some of the musicians on there and the writers on there that you were talking about.
Oh my gosh. I'd have to have my album cover to tell you. I just know that everybody on the record were amazing artists. I was very blessed. And it took that kind of skill to match my last album, The Greater Cause. Seriously, wow. I actually was a little concerned about doing this one because I thought The Greater Cause might have been my peak. But thanks to the skill, the writing skill, the musicianship, the producing, actually I was able to match it, and I think actually take it to the next level. So as you listen to all the songs, I'm glad you got to listen to Go. That was actually the last song I wrote with Mark Townsend on that record. And I've never gone out and purposely tried to write a title cut, But this one, again, was a little unique. And by the time the other 10 songs were done, I knew that the record was going to be called Go. Yeah. And so Mark and I had one more song to write. And I said, you know what, Mark, I wouldn't mind trying to write a title cut. And he goes, okay. So he handed me this music thing he was doing. And that's usually how I write, because I don't try to pick up an instrument. I can, but I've got too many other guys that are so much better than I, that just doesn't help for me. I just let them write music, and I listen to it. And he wrote this music thing, and I go, oh, that's cool. So I ended up writing the words to the song. He helped tweak it a little bit, and it ended up being the title cut, which is probably one of my favorite songs. It's not the most aggressive. It's not the most aggressive, and it's not the mellowest, but it really it hits that happy medium, a little on the edgier side, but the happy medium for me.
Well, I love how it builds. You got this cool acoustic groove and such a good hook, and then it just builds and builds and builds. I love the cello work that I believe I heard in there, John, and your voice. Well, I would just like to say that those of you who are watching this great interview with Fridays with Friends, John Schlitt, it has all those nuances, John, that we would hear, for the Head East fans, all the ways you would bend your voice, your unbelievable range, your killer vibrato. In just one song of hearing Go, it takes you back to Head East, takes you back to Petra, and yet this is also something fresh and new. And the way the whole song builds, I love how you're singing on top of the background singers that are singing the chorus as well. Such a good song, John, and you made my day. I absolutely love it.
You know what? I need you to write all my reviews. You covered that perfect. I wish other people would dissect it that way, because you actually hit all the things I was trying to do with that record. Yeah, with
Wow.
each song, as you listen to all the other songs, you're going to find out that there's a lot of technique that's really delivered. Again, trying to keep my what you expect that would come from me, either Head East or Petra or my solo stuff. Not disappoint the folks that want to hear that, but always try to stretch for that next level, especially with the sounds of the day.
Right.
Never lose the sounds of the day. That's the
Right.
difference. If there was ever a difference in the Petra records, it always had a character of rock, but
Yeah.
the sounds were always trying to be upgrooved, and I learned that lesson from Head East and from Petra, and I hope I've carried that well through my solo stuff.
Well, you have, John. You have, and again, I've got to produce a lot of music, and for me, I heard it once that a good producer doesn't capture music; they capture a moment. And so, when you have simple, complex, if someone has a decent voice, then you want some good instrumentation behind them. If someone has a fantastic voice, then you don't want to compete with it, but you want to make it a good full sound. But, just right off the bat with the song Go, on your album Go, man, it was just perfect, it sounded so, of course it's professional, it's you. But again, John, your vocals, your vocal control, your strength, the heart behind it, it not only took me back, but again, it's a new, fresh thing. And speaking of fresh things, you are going to do something incredible with Bob and the gang, Petra, overseas coming up. Tell us about that.
It's a long ways off. Actually, it's next year in November
Wow.
6th through the 15th.
A little bit over a year from now.
Go on a tour of the Middle East, Holy Lands actually, and at the end of it, Petra, the band, is going to play at Petra, the city, or the.
Wow.
I don't even know what you call it. It's a monument, the city.
Right.
Something that I still can't believe we're doing it. That to me will be historic.
One of the
That's
wonders
historic.
of the world, man. Yeah. It's amazing how they could carve that out. Actually, Indiana Jones' Last Crusade did some filming, I believe, in front of that place that you're going to be singing. And
I'm very
so
honored.
fantastic.
I'm very honored that anyone even thought of it. That they saw the value in it, and the fact that they took it and said, "We're going to do this," and contacted us as, "Would you consider?" And Bob and I go, "You got to be kidding me! Of course we would." We'll put the band back together for that, which we are. Now we are doing a show next month.
Okay.
The first time we've done a show together in, oh my gosh, probably a year. And
Wow.
I'll be honest, I didn't know that we would get together except for the Petra show. And so this one has come together, and I'm pretty excited about that too. So, in Petra's future, we have at least 2 more shows.
Man, I tell you what, and again, you carry that, man. You carry the fire wherever you go, whether you're singing by yourself or you're singing with Petra, you're singing with a handful of musicians, or even with the Jay Sekulow band. You've been doing some of that too with John Elefante, formerly of Kansas. And I'm just impressed, brother. I'm impressed with you. For someone who's never heard you before, such a signature of voice. Allie Allison of Channel 10, just think the world of her. She said, man, that guy can really, really sing. Wow. And she had not been exposed to your music before, and she just absolutely loved it, John. And when people get to meet you, they love you even more. Hey, everybody, go to johnwschlitt.com and get on the Schlitt shop and buy every album you can. I bought Go this morning, and I want to buy the others too, and I just can't wait, John. But may this be the first of many that you come onto the show, Fridays with Friends, and other shows that we're involved with too, because for such a time as this, we need people to be taken back perhaps to a better version of themselves, and for others to rise to the challenge, to go and to be who they're destined to be in this season. And I'm so glad that
Yes.
you are doing that, John.
Thank you, my friend. I'll tell you what, again, Go really is an anthem saying, listen, church is not an escape. It's a boot camp to train us for the commission that Christ gave us before he rose to heaven. And that's to tell the world about Jesus. And
Right.
so I feel like too long we have had that mentality, especially here in this country, where you go to church to relax. Well,
Right.
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with praise and worship and getting the word and getting fed in an encouraging way. But what do you do with that food? Do you sit back and go, "Oh, that was good," or do you go out and find out what's next? You know?
Right. Right.
So I really felt I was so glad that as the songs developed, it developed in that direction, and that's sort of how I do it. I start a record, and I listen to the music that's handed to me, and or that we co-write. In this case, I did a lot of co-writing, and see how it develops. And man, it developed in that beautiful direction of a commitment towards encouragement.
Well, and encouragement it is. And I tell you what, there was a time where you were singing "Save My Life, I'm going down for the last time." And now your life's been saved and you're going up and you're going out.
Yes.
And you're
Is that not an appropriate song? Is that not an appropriate song for my history?
I know, man. I love it. Well, John Schlitt, first of many, it's so good to see you. And people, be sure and go to johnwschlitt.com. You'll see that on the screen, and check out the Schlitt shop. Now, did you name the shop that, John?
I did, but I loved it. Hey, listen, with a name like Schlitt, I gotta use as much as I possibly can.
Well, hey, you're talking to Brant Fricker. Come on, take it. I'll trade Fricker for Schlitt. We can start a law firm, Fricker and Schlitt. Have you been injured in a car accident?
Oh my gosh,
no.
They'd never be able to say it.
Well,
Say
John,
it twice.
once again.
Say it 3 times. I dare you.
No kidding. Well, hey, so proud to know you. Honored to call you a friend and one of your biggest fans, brother. And again, look forward to just the great things that God's doing in you and through you, and the music and the things that you're going to inspire. You launched 1,000 bands with your career, and I think you're going to launch 1,000 more artists and poets from this new great album, Go. So go get it at johnwschlitt.com. And thank you again, John.
God bless you, buddy.
When the streets are empty and people are afraid, our police officers stand ready to fight the darkness. Because in the real world, heroes don't wear capes, they wear badges. On behalf of Amarillo, we say thank you to our law enforcement.